Most men try to use all these weird pickup tricks to attract girls, but that never works. The key is to hack her psychology so she doesn't even realize what it is that you're doing. So today, I'm gonna show you 7 psychological hacks you can use to attract the girl you like. First, use the noble edge effect to appear more attractive. The noble edge effect is when a person is seen more attractive because they help a social cause. And if you use it correctly, it's gonna make you far more attractive to the girl that you like. In fact, I actually remember using this exact technique back when I was in school. You see, I had a buddy that was on the football team. He was in love with this girl that was in one of his classes. The problem was that because he was on the football team, she assumed that he was an arrogant player type of guy. What she didn't realize, however, was that dude was actually a super nice guy. He would volunteer on the weekends, he would go to church. It was actually a straight up dude. So the next time that she was with us and he wasn't, I made a point of just asking out loud, like, yo, where is so-and-so? In which another friend came in and tagged me and said, oh yeah, oh, he's volunteering here. Then the girl who originally thought that our friend was arrogant, she ended up asking about it. Oh, where does he volunteer? What does he do? And then we slowly changed her perspective into going from thinking he's arrogant to something positive. So if you have a friend that likes a girl or you like a specific girl, grab a buddy and make sure you highlight each other's best feature. You want to mention any volunteering or charitable things that you do anytime that girl is around. That way you're going to benefit from the noble edge effect and she will see you in a positive light, which will make you more attractive. 2. Use the empathy gap to escape the friend zone. The empathy gap refers to how our emotions are influenced by hot and cold state of minds. Hot states are driven by emotions like hunger, fear, and desire. Cold states are driven by rationality and logic. And so, if you can put the girl you like in a hot state of mind, you can change how she thinks about you and escape the friend zone. To do this, you're gonna approach the girl you like and then ask a specific friend of hers if she's single. If she is, ask for her friend's number and then walk away. Now, this is a little bit manipulative, but when you do this, you're gonna put her in a hot state of mind that is driven by desire and jealousy, and she's gonna question, why are you asking for her friend's number and not hers? The next step is that you're gonna actually start talking to the other girl, and it doesn't matter if something happens or not, because the key is to use that empathy gap and that hot state of mind to make the actual girl you like think about you differently. And if that other girl starts talking positive about you, it'll make the girl you like crazy about you. Now, up until this point, you understand how to use the noble edge effect to your advantage and how to use the empathy gap to escape the friend zone. But this isn't enough to make a woman obsessed with you. If that is your ultimate goal, to make her fall in love with you, you'll need these next 5 strategies. 3. Use jewelry to increase your confidence. Jewelry has a massive impact on how people interact with you, which in turn impacts your confidence. However, you need to use the right type of jewelry to make this happen. So I'm going to tell you what that jewel is and how you can use its impact to your advantage. First, when buying jewelry, you'll want to prioritize natural diamonds. Why? Well, besides being extremely durable, they sparkle better than any other jewelry due to their colorless appearance, which will grab the attention of everybody around you. Second, when you start wearing distinct jewelry like natural diamonds, you will now have a conversation piece to start a conversation with the girl you like, as now you're wearing something unique she's probably not used to seeing. I would actually suggest you buy a diamond ring as a man because it's something for sure most men aren't wearing, but it's the most common type of diamonds women wear, which means she's for sure gonna notice that you have it on, and then you can explain why natural diamonds are special. Bringing us to our 3rd and final point. But more importantly, above all this, natural diamonds are rare and premium. No 2 natural diamonds are alike, and there is a finite source. Global natural diamond recovery peaked in 2005 and has decreased by over 30% in the last 16 years. When you wear something rare and premium, you are guaranteed to feel more confident in yourself. Number 4, use suggestibility words to appear more exciting. Suggestibility refers to how we can shape people's thoughts with specific words and suggestions. So I'm going to show you how to capitalize on suggestibility to make her like you more. During a study, investigators showed participants a video of a car crash. The participants were then divided into multiple groups and then asked to describe the car crash using pre-selected words. One group was asked to describe the car crash using mundane words like bumped or contacted, while the other group was asked to describe the car crash using extreme words like collided or crashed. What the researchers found is that the severity of the words impacted and altered the event in the video, meaning that more extreme words impacted how some people remembered the event. So what does this mean for you? Well, when you're talking to a girl I need you to start using more extreme words when you speak, especially when telling a story. For example, if you're talking to a girl and you're telling her about a funny story about your past, say it was hilarious. When you're telling her a scary story, tell her it was terrifying. Then she will remember and associate all the stories and things that you tell her in a more extreme way, which overall will make you seem as a more interesting and extreme type of person, which will make you attractive. At this point, you are now using psychological hacks to manipulate a girl into liking you. For example, you use the noble edge effect to show that you're a great guy. You use the empathy gap to get out of the friend zone. You use scarcity to increase your confidence. You use suggestibility words to appear more exciting. There are 3 more techniques I need you to know about to truly make her obsessed with you. Which takes us to number 5. Use the framing effect to ask her on a date. Most of us believe we're in control of what we think when we're asked a question, but according to the framing effect, the way a question is presented has a huge impact on our answers. So I'm gonna show you exactly how to frame a question to get the girl you like more interested in going on a date with you. First, when it comes to asking on a date, most men, they fall into 2 different categories. The first group will just walk up to a girl and ask a question like, do you want to get coffee sometime? Which just comes across as a bit needy. While the second type of guy will make some statement like, we're going for drinks this weekend. This is too commanding. So instead, you should use the framing effect by framing the question as if you're giving her 2 options. For example, you could say, should we get coffee or drinks this weekend? By framing the question in 2 options, you're increasing the chances of her saying yes, as she is more focused on deciding which one's the better option, rather than her focusing on whether or not she actually wants to go on that date. Number 6, use the Benjamin Franklin effect to make her invested in you. The Benjamin Franklin effect is a tactic used by some of the world's best leaders. It describes how you asking for a favor will make someone addicted to you. So here's the easiest way to do it with the girl that you like. First, go to her social media page and you want to check her latest story. Then message her and ask her where she was during that story. For example, if her Instagram story shows that she was in Mexico, you can send a message saying like, hey, is that Mexico? What part? Because that looks insane. Now, because story DMs are when girls are most likely to reply, it will give you a natural pathway to send her another message and now ask her for a favor. Something like, oh wow, I'm actually thinking about going there myself. Do you have any tips? At this point, you're now going to be using the Benjamin Franklin effect by asking her for a favor in a way that's completely natural and relevant to what she's doing. She's probably also very passionate about it because she's posting, which means her chances of answering are high. And now she's invested in helping you to give you tips for your trip, which will make her extremely attracted to you. Number 7, use the peak end rule to leave a lasting impression. Look, none of these tips work well if you don't finish this entire interaction on a win. You wanna know why? Because according to the peak end rule, most people remember the middle and the end of an interaction over everything else. So here is a simple technique to end every interaction with a girl in a way she will never stop thinking about it. You see, when most people go on a date, they are desperate in getting that girl to like them. So they end up being too nice, which ends up looking way too needy. This is unattractive. So here's how you're gonna change that. First, when your date's about to end, say that you need to go to the bathroom. Go to the bathroom, then you're gonna go call your friend or text them and tell them to call you exactly in 5 minutes. Then when they do, you're gonna pick up and automatically say that you aren't up to much and that you would love to meet up with them right now. You wanna keep it vague, don't say their name, then you're gonna hang up your phone, you're gonna get up, say goodbye to your date by just giving her a hug, and then walk away. And then if she asks you, which she will, oh, who called you or who are you going to go see? Keep it vague. This will do 2 things. 1, the vagueness will make her think that you're talking to or going to see another girl. And 2, because it's the end of the date, she's pretty much going to forget everything else that happened. And for the next day or so, the only thing that she'll think about is how obsessed and jealous she felt then and exactly why did that even happen in the first place. And just like that, I just helped you out. So she no longer sees you as the nice guy or the needy guy. Instead, you're gonna look like that desirable man that's wanted by everyone. And now you understand the 7 most important psychological hacks to attract the girl you like. Use these responsibly.